Just a few kilometres separate these two clubs, and now they're getting close up and personal on the pitch. You've simply got to admire the hard work and graft to make up for his poor first touch and keep the ball for his team. Bone-crunching challenge. Maybe if the attacker hadn't gone up straight away, he would have received a card. It's not always about power. Sometimes it's about placement. That penalty proves it. Listen to the roar as the start of the match is sparked from the middle. Talk about the most anticlimactic ending to that exciting solar counter-attack. The script was written in the stars until he was tackled last second. That was an ugly challenge, to say the least. Luckily, one player isn't hurt, and luckily for him, he's not seeing red. Wow! Talk about overcomplicating a simple restart. Just put the ball down, play it short, and crack on with the game. Dear, oh dear. Amazing bit of skill there. He did that little backflip pass with such ease without even thinking about it. Good technique and good goalkeeping. He looks so assured when he comes to claim the ball. The centre circle is very crowded as they wait for this goal kick to drop. They are jostling for positions as they try to win the ball. Game is up and running again. Choo-choo, mind the gap, made him look silly as he slipped the ball through his wide open legs. That was one for the end of season show reel. Good defending, wasn't letting the player go anywhere and forced him to go backwards. They're going to want him to keep that up all game. Let's see if he can manage it. Winning possession in such determined fashion was what made that goal, but don't knock the finish either. As we get restarted, a shot from halfway is attempted. Oh dear, that was embarrassing for a professional footballer. The referee gives a free kick as he goes flying from what was more of a body to shoulder rather than a shoulder to shoulder challenge. Free kick time with a little pass to his teammate. bursts into the penalty box like a greyhound out to the traps. Challenger comes across and wins the ball competently enough. Made it look easily, stepped over and made the tackle. Oh boy, that's not going to impress the ladies, son. If you are going to dribble on a counter-attack instead of passing to a teammate, you have to pull it off. They can't believe it. A great chance gone begging, and the only reason why is because of not being strong enough on the ball. Making hard work for themselves, the last few passes have all been off-key, under-hit or over-hit. They need to be more precise or it might come back to bite them. Such a simple way to create space for yourself. One of the oldest tricks in the book, but works every time. If that goal was a cake, it would be delivered with the cherry on top. The shoulder drop was so sweet, and the strike even sweeter. Genius goal! Well, folks, this just went from a football match to a magic spell real quick. We get back underway. Good bit of play on the counter-attack. Good run off the ball, but great defending. It could be argued it was a wasted opportunity, but you have to give credit to the defensive hustle. Both sets of fans seem to be in a good mood here today, happy to watch their teams in the sunshine with the smell of food in the air. What's cooking, Doc? The fans have started to sing here in the sunshine. Seems to be a bit of a ding-dong from both sets. One sings and then waits for the other to sing back. Very polite considering. Sweeper keepers, they call them these days. Not only do you have to be good with your feet and pick out 50-yard passes, but you also need to do the defender's job too. The keeper has given that one some right welly. Up the pitch it goes. That was all about being precise. The shoulder barge had to be made at exactly the right time or he would have fouled him. Great work in the midfield. He looked pretty indecisive there for a bit, but eventually he made his mind up and released the ball to his teammate. He made the right call there and tried a neat pass towards the centre. It was spotted, though, and cut out before it made its intended target. Good effort. Oh, that's a poor pass, which is easily picked off by the opposition, and the attack comes to nothing. Great control, lovely pass, simple football. That's what it's all about. The game doesn't need to be complicated. There was so much space there. Too much space by the looks of things. Got caught in two minds. Had the option to shoot and pass. Ended up doing neither. So close! The ball was inches away from its intended target. An excellent intervention. Good acceleration and then a good ball to his teammate. Commanding and controlled play by the defender as he dispossessed the attacker easily. But alas, his pass come clearance was completely miscued and it's behind for a... You have to point the finger at the goalkeeper there, because if you commit yourself by coming off your line to collect the corner, you have to get there, and he didn't. As we get started, I have to give special mention to the ground staff on just how immaculate this pitch is. Patient build-up play in the middle of the park as attackers seek to penetrate the lines. They're up against two banks of four. Great connection by the defence. It was a very imaginative move around the first defender and one you have to admire. Unfortunately, it was one of those cases where the ball was lost at the second hurdle. That really was an easy pass to play. Should have been successful, but he clearly lost his concentration before he played it. Disappointing to say the least. That was a chance. The players and their managers can have a chat while chewing down on some oranges. Half-time is here. The players look like they're going easy on each other here in this friendly match. We want to see more commitment in the second half. Restarts from the centre spot always allow both sets of teams a chance to have a quick breather before they commence into battle once more. Here we go again. Football can be so cruel sometimes. 1 second the opportunity is there, the next it's gone. He really did make that look easy. That's what happens when you are confident on the ball and trust your teammates to be there. The team all looks very competent and confident on the ball today. They've either been given a rousing speech by the manager or they all had a hearty breakfast this morning. The keeper was eagle-eyed to not lose sight of the ball and made a good catch to snuff out the danger. The keeper passes the ball out from the box to the awaiting player. You know, sometimes these professionals are too clever for their own good. He wanted to show off in front of the fans, but instead lost the ball. Never had a sniff. That pass was going nowhere. He was onto him like a flash. The crowd let out a gigantic roar, seeing their player put everything into that tackle to win the ball for his team. Sometimes it's risky to play passes like that, but both of those players have great ability and great understanding. We're in the box, covering the ball well and avoiding the defenders. Oh, but the last man just managed to compose himself enough to block the chance. Hung him out to dry there. The pass was nowhere near him. Easily mopped up. Not sure the manager will like the way they are giving so much space away. Might come back to haunt them if that killer pass can't be found. Need to tighten up. Wow, the fans are on their feet applauding what could only be described as a heroic piece of defending. You just love to see it. You really do. Two players who have such a strong understanding with each other to pull off that little move, it was almost telepathic. Well, it was all looking pretty until he came across that opposing player who was having none of his showboating. The passing from this team is so effective. They're always finding space and exploiting it, which is absolutely fundamental in football. Plenty of power in the shot, but the keeper had it covered all the way and made a solid stop in the end. That's more like a 50-metre wonder ball than a goal kick. Heavy touch there and the ball was gone. His teammate was completely open and through on goal. The manager looks distraught. That's when long balls work, when the pass is inch perfect to find his man. Superb, confident goalkeeping that the fans applaud. That's what you want from your keeper. Him commanding his box and setting the precedent. All eyes on the keeper for the goal kick. They're away here. Most of the opposition have been caught upfield. Could be a chance, but no! The opponent was far too strong for him and took the ball cleanly. Some slick passing football on here. It's so entertaining to watch when executed correctly. The crowd can't believe it. Neither can the player. That was one of those shots that looked like it went through the post. So unlucky. The keeper has given that one some right welly. Up the pitch it goes. As we settle down here, there's lots of movement in the technical boxes as both managers try to organise their team. Frantic pacing from both. Great fun to see. I think he needs to practice on his dribbling work, but that doesn't take anything away from the timely interception. Corner. Had to get to the ball first there, as there was multiple attackers closing in on the header. Saved a certain goal by timing his jump very, very well. That was a hefty tackle. Absolutely cleaned the guy out, but won the ball fairly. He's still on the floor, so it must have hurt. He should be okay, though. It's almost as if he could read his mind there, as he thought what, for a moment, looked like a promising counter-attack, which was ultimately wasted. The manager and crowd grunted in unison there as they watched their team lose the ball needlessly. He made the right call there and tried a neat pass towards the centre. It was spotted though and cut out before it made its intended target. Good effort. Exquisite pass into the box, gets his strike partner racing away. I'm sure this keeper was a cat in a former life, because his agility is extraordinary. The ball was about to creep under the crossbar. All eyes on the keeper for the goal kick. The player with the ball was thinking quickly. The player without was thinking even quicker. Football isn't always about being pretty. Sometimes you've got to do the dirty work. That's exactly what happened to make that pass. The player did everything right there. The intelligence of the run into space and then trying to do the simple finish, but the keeper's toe just got in the way. A teammate collects the ball from the man between the sticks with a simple short goal kick. Such fantastic defensive work there. The danger was spotted immediately. Counter-attack averted. The team is really switched on today. Although the naked truth has come out about his personal life, his clean through balls are exceptional. Sometimes trying a shot with your weaker foot comes off, but sadly for him, on that occasion, it didn't. It won't go long this time as the keeper opts for a short pass to his teammate. Was that an earthquake or a crunching tackle? I cannot remember the last time I felt the earth move like that. How he thought he'd get away with that with so many TV cameras in the stadium is beyond me. He clearly gives a big tug on his shirt. It's an emphatic home win, which was richly deserved to send their supporters home happy.